Okay, hi Year 9, welcome to part 2 of your percentages intro videos. So we just worked out the answers to these two questions. So let's have a look at this question here, okay? This can easily catch students out if they don't use the equation, okay? So what we need to do here is don't be lazy, we write down that formula. Old value times the multiplier is equal to the new value. I don't want to see you not writing that. I'll tell you time and time again to always write the formulas. It helps, okay? Helps you to remember. This time it says, I went to a shop to buy a phone after a 15% discount. So it's a discount. The phone costs 153 OMR. So this time I know the new value. Okay, this is what the price became after the change. Okay. And it's a 15% discount, so we're talking about a decrease. So we always start 100%, it's always the case. Okay, take away 15%, and we get 85%. So that is going to be 0.85. There is your multiplier. And this time you do not know the old value. Okay, now you do not write equations like this in algebra. We would write it like this. 0.85x is equal to 153. Okay? So we always want to try and write things in an algebraic way, because once you do that, you are very good now at solving those equations. Okay? So you would be able to tell me pretty easily that to solve this equation, I would simply divide both sides by 0.85. Okay? So what does x equal? Let's just get the calculator out. 153 divided by 0.85 is equal to 180. Okay? And that should make sense, because the phone obviously cost more before the discount. If you got an answer that was less than 153, you would know you have done it wrong. Okay? So you've got to read that question really, really carefully. What about this one? A house was worth £50,000 in 2010. 2018, it was worth $80,000. Okay, so what we do here is, again, we write down that formula. I cannot stress enough, we write down formulas every time, because then we just have to put in what we know. A house was worth 50,000, so that's the old value. It's now worth 80,000, so that's the new value. And we don't know the multiplier. It's not given to us. So that's x. Okay? So now again, write down like we would in an algebra lesson. 50,000x is equal to 80,000. And then you would be able to tell me to solve that equation, we would divide both sides by 50,000. Okay, you see how all these concepts in maths are coming back together to help us, okay? So we end up with x on the left-hand side and 1.6 on the right-hand side. I could do that without a calculator. Maybe you could too. Now, be very careful, though. This is not the answer. The answer was, what's the percentage change? And this is the multiplier, okay? So we've got to work backwards and say, well, if the multiplier is equal to 1.6, what is the percentage change? So here I ask you to tell me what percentage change meant what multiplier. Well, now work the other way. What does this multiplier mean? Well, 1.6 means that that's 160%, right, as a percentage, which is 60 more than the 100% that we started with. So we must have increased by 60%. It's 60% more than the 100% that we had before. Okay? One more question. Okay? An iPad was being sold in a shop for 150 OMR. The shop decided to discount it, and now it's 120 OMR. Okay? No, we'll just do it together. Again, let's use that formula. So old value times multiplier equals the new value. So what was, in this question, what's the old value? It says the iPad was being sold for 150. So there we go, old value is 150. Shop decided to discount it to 120. And again, the multiplier we don't know, so we're going to call it x. Write it as if it was an algebra question. 150x was 120. And now you know how to solve the equation. Should be getting good at this. Okay, so x is equal to, what's 120 divided by 150 is equal to 0.8. Again, this is not the answer. This is the multiplier. So 0.8 is equal to 80%. So you started with 100%. So how much did we lose to get to 80%? It must have been 20%. We lost 20% to get to that 80%. So we have decreased by 20%. Timesing by 0.8 means you're decreasing by 20%. Okay, so the answer is a decrease of 20%. Decrease of 20%. Okay, if that is not clear to you why, then you need to ask, all right? Now, here are 6 questions I would like you to have a go at in your books. And remember, you need to show all the nice, neat working out, then take a picture and submit it on the Firefly task, okay? So I'm just going to ask you to stop the video and do that now, and then I will go through the answers. Okay, so hopefully you've done it. I'm just going to give you the answers rather than do all the working out, which you will have done. So the first one, you should have got $276. Okay, second one, you should have got 240 times, 0.93 equals $223.20. Remember, with money, you should have 2 decimal places, okay? This third one, so I'm just working them out as I go, should have been $240. Okay. And then the next one should be $400. Okay. Then the fifth one should be an increase by 30%. Okay. And the last one should be a decrease by 15%. Okay? So if you've got any of those wrong, you're not sure why, then hop onto the call and let me know, and I'll try my best to help you. Okay? Hope that makes sense. So you've now got some My iMath assignments to do, and you've also got a Microsoft form to do. The last two